telephonic or video interview. In this lesson, the learner will be able to understand what is an interview, telephone or video interview, types of telephone interviews, remembering interview goals, reviewing CV, having successful in telephonic interview. What is an interview? In an employment context, job interview describes a formal interaction, thereby you are showcasing your skills and knowledge to your interviewer to prove that you are the fittest of the applicants for the position or job you applied. Hello, good morning. I am Shweta, HR Manager calling from Zeal Private Limited, Bengaluru. Am I talking to Mr. Sam Daniel?
Yeah, Miss Shweta. Happy morning.
We had received your resume and gone through your profile. It seems very nice. Can I have interactions for a few minutes with you?
Yes, Miss Shweta.
Can you tell us something about yourself? Okay, fine. What do you know about us?
I see that your company does a lot of projects, which is quite interesting.
Can you tell us something about your previous boss?
All my bosses possessed some skills worth learning. I have always tried to learn something new from them, including my previous boss.
Assuming that you're selected, what will be your strategy for next 60 days?
If I am selected for this position, I'll use my role carefully in terms of increasing the overall profitability.
How would you improve upon our product or company?
Having worked closely with product development team, I understand how the research for product development is carried out.
Don't you think you are overqualified for this position?
Basically, the learning process continues, and I don't think I'm overqualified.
Is there anything that you do not like about your last or current job?
The number of challenges and opportunity to grow further started diminishing.
Will you be okay in taking a salary cut?
I believe that at one point of time in career, self-actualization become more important.
Why do you want to leave your present job?
I think I want to grow further, and I believe that is possible with a new employer.
What do you do to improve your knowledge?
It is extremely important to keep abreast with the new technological developments, and this needs me to take some time out of my work schedule so that I can keep sharpening my saw.
Tell us some of your strengths.
Team management skills, problem solving, and communication.
Tell us some of your weaknesses and how do you plan to overcome it?
I am always willing to take up additional responsibilities, but I end up being overworked, so now I am realistic about what I can do so that I do work to the required standards.
How do you rate your communication skills?
In the scale of 1 to 10, it is 9.
How would you compensate for the lack of experience you have for this position?
I have the ability to understand and pick up new things quickly.
What is your style of management?
Situational leadership.
Is there any particular kind of person you cannot work with?
No.
What qualities would you look for in your senior?
Intelligence, good sense of humor, etc.
What motivates you at work?
New challenges.
What position would you prefer while working on a project?
Middle level management.
Why should we hire you?
I will always be willing to share responsibilities to suit the requirements.
What is your idea of an ideal company?
Maximum opportunities for growth of employees.
Why do you want to work for us?
It is an opportunity to enhance my knowledge and help the organization as well to grow professionally.
Are you willing to relocate?
Yes,
What is your current CTC and what are your expectations?
my current CTC is 5 lakh per annum and my expectation which match my self-actualization.
Are you planning to go for further studies?
Yes,
Tell us something about your hobbies.
Surfing, blogging, listening to music, reading newspapers and books, and watching movies.
For how long do you expect to stay with our organization?
I will stay here as far as I see an opportunity for growth and stability in workplace.
What is more important to you, money or success?
I would choose success. The reason being, if one is successful, money often follows and you need not focus on money over success.
Do you have any questions for us?
Yes, whether the company allows for lateral and vertical role changes, whether the company has plans for expansion. Okay, fine.
Okay, Mr. Sam Daniel. Thank you for attending the interview. We will let you know the updates at the earliest. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Shweta.
Telephonic or video interview. With increased globalization, teams today are dispersed around the world. It is increasingly common for leaders in country to have team members in another country. Selection interviews in such cases happen across the globe through teleconference or sometimes over video conference. This not only reduces the cost of travel and related logistics for the employer, but it is also faster and more efficient. Such interviews are often scheduled as a multi-step process. A telephonic screen test, that is, where a large number of candidates are spread across multiple countries or cities. A selection interview over phone or video, that is, where a select set of shortlisted candidates are spread across a few locations. Telephone interviews can be of two types: automated, non-automated. In automated telephone interviews, you have to answer a fixed sequence of questions. This process is used during calls intended for initial screening or reference checks. In non-automated telephonic or video interviews, which are far more common, you discuss various aspects carefully with the interviewer who is sitting at the other end of the phone or the video conference setup. This is usually less formatted and more free-flowing. Here, it is all up to you to present yourself appropriately during the call. You naturally need to be conscious of the three C's: calm, careful, and confident. Now, let us understand the points to be remembered for preparing for an interview. They are: define role, identify goals, prepare a list of questions, review CV, other arrangements. Now, let us understand the goals to be remembered before attending an interview. The interviewer will be intended to assess knowledge, skills, abilities, to evaluate job fit vis-a-vis the role, to hire the best candidate for the job. The interviewee has to focus on the following goals: to fully understand the job, to match skills and experience to the job, to demonstrate a best fit, review your CV, confirm experience match, number of years, relevant industries, relevant job functions, degrees and education, identify track record of results, number of types of jobs, key accomplishments, confirm relevant domain knowledge, confirm relevant technical capabilities, specific technology skills, technology project experiences. Let us understand successful telephonic interview. Never jump to take an unexpected or unplanned call. Keep your resume handy. Rehearse answers related to your accomplishments. Keep your research material ready to act as reference point. Stay ready to take notes. Keep yourself calm in body and mind. Make sure you need no break during the call. Turn off call waiting on your phone. Turn off your stereo, TV, and any other possible interruption. Have a glass of water handy. Warm up your voice while waiting for the call. Listening skill is a crucial component during the interview process. Comprehend the questions well and give to the point answers. Avoid talking in between and let the recruiter complete his thought or question before you speak. It is important to speak at a slow pace and be clear so that the interviewer can understand what you're saying. Do not use unprofessional language and sound courteous and polite. Thank the interviewer once the interview process is complete. Finally, be ready with the answers to the basic questions and rehearse them in front of the mirror to gain confidence. Let us recall what we have learned so far. What is an interview? Telephone or video interview? Types of telephone interviews. Remembering interview goals. Reviewing CV. Having successful in telephonic interview.